And he's going to Spreading Seas Pendlehaven, drawing an island. He's going to have a decent amount of lands in his hand. And Andy's going to crack the fetch at EOT, going down to 11. We have a watcher from Portugal. Thanks. Awesome. It's always great to see like people from different areas of the world
Huntington.
watching us. Yeah, not just West Virginia people, which is great. We're going to see an untap from Andy. He's going to draw. He draws another Wooded Foothills. It looks like he has a Might of Old Crows and a Distortion Strike. This could be weird for Bo if Andy ever gets a Blighted Agent.
We have somebody watching from the front of the store. Shout out to Hometown Hobbies.
Yeah, that has to be weird, being able to see them play while you're at the front. A Mutavault's going to come down for Bo. And he might animate the one, honestly, and just attack. I mean, the Spellskite's not going to damage it back. The Pendlehaven's offline because of the Spreading Seas. There's no reason to keep him up. There's not a realistic haste infect creature. A Dismember coming down, and Bo's going to lose 4 life, but that is okay because his life total does not matter anyways, much like the cold never bothered me anyways. I just said that.
Frozen reference. Magic Stream.
Shoutouts to Disney. They know what they're doing. He's going to respond with a Might of Old Croza to keep the Spellskite alive. That's really, really weird to just give up a piece of your... basically a combo at this point. He's so far behind already, but I guess the Spellskite's pretty much needed. We're going to see a Spreading Seas come down to hit the breeding pool, so Bo's going to draw off that and hope to draw some action. And he's going to crack another Wooded Foothills going to 10. It looks like Bo has 1 infect damage currently. I'm not sure the best way to do it.
We'll just say there's 1 infect.
Well, 1 infect is currently on Bo until I find out a better way to add infect on here. And then an Inkmoth Nexus is going to come down for Andy, and that is a card that Bo did not want to see. He's going to untap and draw, and hope to draw something great. That might be another Tidebinder Mage. A 3rd Mutavault's going to come down. Tidebinder Mage, or Master of the Pearl Trident. I was way off. And he has islands for days. So we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coming at Andy. He's going to put him to 2 if he takes it all, which he can't block because islands. Oh, and Bo points that out, so Andy's going to go to 2.
That was the harder thing too about that, keeping that Spellskite alive.
So let's see if Bo has a Vapor Snag for the inevitable game attack from the Inkmoth Nexus. I assume that's what Andy is going to attempt to do here.
Entire combo.
That's the only thing he pretty much can do. So we're going to see the animation from the Inkmoth. And that's going to be a blue to Distortion Strike it. So right now it's at 2. He's about 7 infect off from lethal. It's an awkward place to put your die. I feel like you might forget about it.
Well, I don't know if he'll survive that turn until that turn.
Yeah, I don't think he has... He has 1 card in hand? If he has 1 card in hand, there's not any way that... Oh, become a mince. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
1, 2. That was it. Become a mince got it. I'm surprised. All right, we're going to go to game 3.
In fact,
Andy Martin getting there.
Back.
Here we go. We have a real game. We have 2 blowouts. Let's see if this is going to be an actual game of Magic. I thought for sure that Bo had that one, but I guess I was not up on the math.
Infect is a real thing.
Why do I have to hush? Do you not want me to talk? I mean, I'll be quiet. But when you leave, I'll be talking again. The great prophet Smokey said that to Debo in the movie Friday.
I don't watch.
Or about Debo in the movie Friday.
Way too violent.
Bo's going to look through his deck and see if there's any other changes he wants to make. I'm not sure of another one that he wants to bring in because it's really hard to cut cards from... Oh, I don't know about cutting Aether Vial. He saw how that won game 1.
Yeah, they could take it
It can win a game by itself. Even if you're behind, it puts you right back in the game. You get to play 2 cards a turn with it, and that's an easy way to catch up. The Disney reference. Tybalt Town, I assume that is Noah Porter, based on the username. I don't know for sure, so I'm going to go all in on saying that's Noah Porter.
That's fair.
I'm not sure if Andy knows how to Modern, but from what we've seen so far, seems like he does. He's playing some Infect guys.
Get in there for 10.
Attacking some.
Yeah,
Blink Moth. Blink Moth, pump my Ink Moth.
There's a good chance it's Noah.
I think he's playing Ink Moth, not Blink Moth.
No, he's playing Mycosynth Lattice.
Mike.
I think it's something like that.
Mycosynth Lattice?
Yes.
Mycosynth Lattice.
Yeah, Lattice.
That's the new way to say it.
He's playing I don't know.
He's playing my collar's a little too tight over here, deck. I like
sleeves.
Char. Well,
Chair.
I love Lamp.
Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it.
There it is. Alright, they're going to shuffle up and get ready for this game 3, and Boyd is definitely going to be on the play. We're going to reset their life totals to 20. And Bo is somebody who used to be he was a regular on the PTQs, the Opens, the Grand Prix in the area, but now he has a family. And when you have a family, for some reason, you don't get as much time to play Magic when you have a newborn baby and stuff. So, he has a turn 1 Aether Vial into a turn 2 Spreading Seas. This is going to be a great hand for Bo. As long as he doesn't draw lands. I guess he could have. Did you see a Nature's Claim?
No, I did not, but
that
Glistener
could be
Elf?
it. Noble Hierarch, Glistener Elf, or Nature's Claim.
Let's see it. One time.
Noble Hierarch coming down from Andy. Bo's going to put a counter on his Aether Vial.
Apparently, Mycosynth Lattice is the most hyped card ever.
Shatterstorm tech. It is pretty good Shatterstorm tech. You get to kill everything. Oh, a Tidebinder coming down to tap down the Noble Hierarch.
You hate to see
He
this kind of thing
doesn't.
happen.
You really do. He doesn't even have to play the Spreading Seas because now he gets the Spreading Seas, the Ink Moth Nexus, which is so much better. Unless Andy does what he did last time. This time he has to do it a little differently. No, he's just going to play 2-drop.
Shardless?
What is he going to play?
The double green?
Oh, Spellskite.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
Spellskite.
Well, he doesn't fix the problem with the flooding.
It still is a blocker for the low guys right now. But Bo has at least 1 Lord in his hand. He can play 2 this turn to kill the Spellskite as a combat trick, which is weird to say kill a Spellskite as a combat trick off of an Aether Vial, but it really is. So we'll see what happens here. He's going to play Spreading Seas. Oh, of course. Spreading Seas on the Ink Moth, and I assume we're going to see that happen. Drawing I believe a Silvergill Adept. Lord of Atlantis is going to come in. He has an island, so it's unblockable. He's going to get in there for 3, putting Andy to 17. Andy's going to draw for turn. Going to see a Windswept Heath come down.
Assuming it's a Pendlehaven, I can't really
Yeah,
see.
it's a Pendlehaven. Pendlehaven's going to put Glistener Elf into play. And if he has a Phantasmal Image or a Tidebinder Mage, that is certainly going to be tapped down.
It will be a problem.
No counter on the Aether Vial. He draws a Cavern of Souls. I think he has 2 islands and a Silvergill Adept, so he might just flash in the Adept right now to draw a card. Yeah. I forgot actually to count how many we had. So when the next round starts, I will definitely do that and give you all an update. But right now, Bo's going to get busy for 2 3/3s and 1 2/2 for 8 damage total. It'd knock Andy down to 9 if he has no blocks. It looks like Andy has a Dispel in his hand, an Apostle's Blessing, maybe another Ink Moth Nexus, and a Windswept Heath. I'm not entirely sure if that's what it is. Bo's going to knock Andy down to 9. And he's going to go to 8 off of a fetch land.
See if Andy has the actual combo again.
Yeah, I mean, if Andy has another... well,
disgusting
last time he had an
because-
Ink Moth. Bo can block...
Right.
Bo will block if he
Yeah,
attacks.
of course, yeah.
He does have blue up. He could dismember Vapor Snap. No, we saw his hand. He had islands in his hand. I'm not sure what he drew for turn, though. Looks like Andy drew a Jataxian Probe, which, unless he's going to hardcast... No, he's going to pay 2 life. I think he's just trying to go for game here. He sees that Bo doesn't have a Vapor Snag. He's wide open if he can draw a Become a Mince. Well, even then it's not game. Bo doesn't have any Infect yet. So I'm not entirely sure what he's looking for other than a way to possibly kill the Lord of Atlantis now. And if Bo draws another...
Blighted Agent.
Blighted Agent, honestly, off the top, didn't even do it for him there. He's going to go to 5. He might just shock himself just because of the life total he's had. For value.
Golgari Charm would be...
A Golgari Charm would be good
card.
for either player. Infest.
Destroy the land enchantment there.
Is Might of Old Kroza, Apostle's Blessing, and 2 cards that I cannot tell. Maybe another Jataxian? Vines of Astwood, definitely. I can't tell what the 3rd card is. Dispel. Oh, was it Dispel from earlier? Alright, so I don't think he has lethal. Alright, so it's a 2, 6. Okay, that's going to make it a 6 total.
Yep. I think he has 4 upheavals in his hand.
He has 4 upheavals?
Yes. He's gonna
Upheaval.
combo.
Of course, the greatest card in Magic history, Upheaval. I mean, it's up there. It might not be the best, obviously it's not, but it is really high on the list, I assume. If it was in Standard, I can't even imagine what it would be like. And I believe Andy realizes that unless I'm missing something, he's not able to do anything this game because he's gonna, if he can't handle that Lord of Atlantis, he's gonna die to the 9 unblockable Merfolk water damage coming at him. Apostle's Blessing going to 3. Andy's gonna swing in. Bo's gonna take 6. And he's gonna Vines it with no mana. So Bo got there. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get one of them over here. Give me 1 second.
Commentate on the match.
Yeah. That game was incredibly fast. I'll see if I can also get somebody on the camera.
He would have it if he had 1 more land. He could have given it protection and then kicked the vine. Some insight from
Noah. Yeah. 100%. Will you stay here until I get one of them to come over?
Fine.
Okay. Alright. Just talk to them about the Magic match.
Oh, I know a ton about Modern.
You know everything there is to know about Modern. I will be right back. I'm going to go get one of them to come over here. Don't forget about Raiden.
Who has Mortal Kombat X? Because that's more important than Magic. Not really. So how many people in the chat like Infect more than Fish? That's the question until Kenny gets back. My favorite Modern deck is Modern Mono Red Elementals. Affinity is a terrible deck. It loses to Shatterstorm, which is a 4 of in my Mono Red Elementals deck. So, try again. When I killed the Thunder God, it's pretty easy. Oh, in Outland or Netherrealm or something like that, wherever Raiden lives. No, Raiden doesn't live on Earth. He lives